I actually haven't spoken to, the Rabbi Bill Clinton myself, but I'm definitely looking forward. Maybe I'm not sure how to make it happen, but I would love to speak with him.
I bet.
If you didn't know, Bill Clinton won Game of the Year. If you didn't already know, at the end of the Game Awards, when Elden Ring got announced Game of the Year, some kid hijacked the microphone to give some crazy speech. I already made a video about it, so go check it out if you haven't, but I'll play a quick clip from my Twitch stream. Speaking of which, go check me out, twitch.tv/MacApple, live just about every day. But on stream, we were watching the Game Awards, and this is my live reaction. If you didn't see the actual incident, here you go.
Because of you. Thank you so much.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Hey, Matan.
I'm so happy.
Real quick, I want to thank everybody and say that I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. Thank you, everybody.
What the f***? What just happened? What the f***?
All right. Well,
What the f***?
evening, congratulations.
No way! The guy just bombed the stage!
Next year, 2023.
Did you guys? Oh my god! He just said he wanted to honor his Reformed Rabbi Bill Clinton! Dude bombed the stage to say thank you to the former Rabbi Bill Clinton!
And so basically this guy just came on the mic to say some nonsense. If you're me, at least, that's what you first thought. And then afterwards, I heard from my chat and like other people online that it was actually some anti-Semitic stuff. But then I stumbled onto a TikTok where this guy is on some podcast. Like, I don't know how this dude is already on podcasts, but like the memes that people were making where this dude just did this to go viral are kind of right. And there he's talking about how he's not anti-Semitic. He loves Bill Clinton and all this other stuff. So I went from the TikTok and I found like the long clip of this guy on the podcast. I don't even know what podcast this is. I couldn't figure it out. So sorry, I guess, for not giving you credit, but also like, what is this podcast? This guy, like, I don't know. Like, I want to see more before I make a judgment, but it's almost like this guy is like gassing him up the entire time. He's like, yeah, and you did that. Yeah, for sure.
He happy. He got his award. He's happy. Okay.
In the beginning, I was over, I think, to what was my right side, maybe my left, I'm not sure, but I kind of maneuvered myself a little bit into the middle because I was anticipating my speech.
Okay. And I see you looking fresh. You're looking very fresh right here, my guy. Okay.
Like every time he's like agreeing with him like lightly. He's like acting like what he's doing is normal. I don't know how to explain it. So to start off, they're just watching the clip, so it's nothing crazy. So it's just him kind of going through, so I'm just gonna play it a bit.
Just leave it here.
Okay, we're gonna watch this, and you know what I mean? Okay, they got their awards. That's one of my favorite games as well this year. You know what I mean?
Right. So as you can see, they're congratulating people. In just a moment, you'll be able to see me walking. Right there, you can see me walking down the aisle.
And there is you.
Right, and a lot of people are actually talking about that specifically, asking if this was premeditated, if I was planning to do this originally, and the answer is simply yes. I was definitely planning on doing this, and I was anticipating God of War to win, so I set just behind them and not the Elden Ring from Software guys.
Elden Ring, baby. Woo!
But I was not nervous that I would fail, and when they won, I was ready to go.
Also, he like puts a yarmulke on because like apparently this guy is Jewish. That's what he says. And I don't know why, but he puts the yarmulke on, right? He just randomly whips it out. Like I feel like there's no notion to why he just whips out the yarmulke. And then in the middle of this, he just takes it off like almost like as fast as he put it on. Like I don't even know why do you even pull it out? Was it just like to show you had it on at one point?
Is that your ass just came from nowhere?
No, I think the Game Awards, they thought that I was with them and they thought I was with the Game Awards.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's funny because this guy says the exact same thing that I thought, is that he had enough confidence that like the Elden Ring people thought he was with the Game Awards and the Game Awards people thought he was with the Elden Ring people, so that like nobody questioned him because he was just so confident. He's done like other stunts before. He's like, yeah, I've done this kind of stuff before. Yeah, this is just kind of what I do. He goes like very little in depth about what it is. Like he said some free Hong Kong at BlizzCon, I think he said, and then something else.
Have you done something like this before?
Yeah.
You want to talk about that time?
Right, back in 2019, I think it was in October, there was another stunt I did, which was pretty viral. I did a little bait and switch with a T-shirt at a Clippers game, and it went pretty big. The next month I did another stunt. It wasn't as big, but it was also pretty big. I was at another gaming convention, BlizzCon, and I walked up when they were talking. I interrupted, and I said that my message was to free Hong Kong. They said thank you, and then I moved on. Not
Oh yeah, and then I like how the guy whose podcast this is asks him like, so like what happened? Like, did you like get in trouble? And he's like, yeah, I don't really know what I can talk about, but if you look at Jeff Keighley's tweet, I feel like he's probably a pretty good source of information.
This was obviously tougher consequences as they wanted. They were not happy about it, but
What happened there? Can you talk about it? Are you legally or you can't?
I'm not sure exactly what I can and can't say legally, but Jeff Keighley tweeted. He's the owner of the Game Awards, and he tweeted that I was arrested, so he's probably a good source of information on that.
Yeah. So okay. I bet we're gonna.
He's like basically just like, yeah, go look at Jeff's tweet because that's right, but I can't say that. So this dude got arrested. I don't know how he got out pretty quick. Probably on some. I think he's a kid, like he's a minor, so that's probably has to do with it. Also, like in the middle, they're like talking. They're like showing the clip and stuff. And he's like, play this part from here, and then like in the middle of it, he just starts going on his phone. Mom, look, I'm famous. I'm on the podcast. He mentions how the Elden Ring people look angry, which of course they do. This random dude just hijacked their moment. And somehow he thinks that like if they understood him, he's like, oh, well, they don't speak English. But if they did, they would have loved it. They would have known my message is amazing.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I paid this back, he looked like he was finna clock your shit. He looked like he was on your ass.
Right.
He looked like if you stay on this mic for like 3 more seconds, he on your ass.
I think one of the main things with him is that, he looked a little bit angry, a little bit frustrated. He probably didn't know the full extent of what was happening. He probably was a little bit confused and angry, but I feel he doesn't speak English from what I've seen because he is a translator. Mm-hmm. But I feel that if he knew that the real message I was spreading was a good one and pro Bill Clinton, he would have
put the award down.
Right.
And not okay. I
think it would have went a lot different.
When's the last time you spoke to Bill?
I actually haven't spoken to the Rabbi Bill Clinton myself, but I'm definitely looking forward. Maybe I'm not sure how to make it happen, but I would love to speak with him.
I bet. I'll talk to my shadow government. I'll talk to my people and try to like get that. Try to get that worked out for you. All right, but let's finish the clip. You know what I mean?
Right, and then here is the main moment.
Real quick, I want to thank everybody and say that I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. Thank you, everybody.
Right, so I finished the speech. You can see that a lot of the people in the crowd were very happy. They were clapping.
Dude, people were clapping at the Game Awards. Half the people didn't understand you. I had to go back and like re-listen to what this guy said myself. It's a mix of, he says it's because of his thick accent, which I'll go into that a little more because this guy's wild with this accent talk. But he says it's because of his accent, but it's also because everybody was cheering and clapping for the Elden Ring people and you interrupted. So like everybody was being loud and you were like, Bill Clinton, please come to the stage for your award. Bill Clinton, please come to the stage for your award. But back onto the accent. At the end, he mentions from like during his previous stunts and all that stuff that like people seen that this accent he has is like kind of came up more recently. And like he goes into describe how he's like trying to develop this accent and he almost gets me because I'm like watching this and it's like, oh, I guess he's like just being very honest that he's like trying to get an accent for some reason. I guess he's gonna go into this reason. And then before he says a reason, he says, so I've had this accent for a couple of hours, and it's like what? What? Like how?
We're very happy. They were clapping. You can see a couple security usher me out of the stadium.
Right. Well,
that's the host, Jeff Keighley. He didn't seem too pleased about it. But I think a lot of people would have been maybe a little less angry if they had realized the full extent of what I said. A lot of people didn't pick it up because of my heavy accent. I've actually, there's clips of me from a year or two ago. I don't have this accent. A lot of people are wondering if it's fake. I've been trying to vigorously develop this accent, for the past couple hours now. So it's getting very deep. And I think that if we look at this, we can definitely see that it's not fake and it was a genuine message.
Okay, bet.
Like I'm dumbfounded. Like what do you mean? It just leaves me with such like confusion and I don't understand it and it makes me like I don't know if he meant to say something else. I hope he did, but if he didn't, I don't know why he said a couple hours. Like this has been days. This was days after the event. Overall, I think this kid is just a troll who got his time to shine. He like even admits to being a troll like on multiple occasions, and then like just whatever he's talking about just never seems to make sense. He's obviously just goofing, and it's working, so can't mock the hustle. I don't really know what else to say about that. This guy's kind of a weirdo. There's not really much to add. If you missed the stuff, like I said, go check out the other video that we made on it. There's a lot more. You can like see a lot more of the live Game Award stuff. And other than that, make sure you like the video, comment, subscribe, and go check us out on Twitch. Bye.